Hello everybody, welcome back to a new art in date session for the month of May. Today I have prepared a very special session for you, something that we haven't done yet and I would love to share with you. We're going to be making zines. Okay, so you may ask, what is a zine? If you don't know, a zine is small magazine, and I'm going to be showing you the ones that I've been getting from artists that I follow. So it's a small magazine and most of the time it's self-published, and it comes in different shapes and forms and sizes, and they're basically a tool that artists use, not just artists, crafters or people use to express themselves. Sometimes they convey stories, sometimes they are lyrics and comic books even, or a collection of art. So I have I've been collecting little by little a bunch of zines. I even made my own in 2019, this one. And it was a very fun experience to work on this. And I actually follow a lot of artists during October. So during October, there is an art challenge that we follow for 31 days. And you basically draw for 31 days. And most artists actually self-publish their whole journey and showcase their artwork via zines. And so this is the one that I did and I really loved. Another Inktober zine, let me show you, is this one that of an artist that I follow. This is also from 2019. She actually came out with her own prompts, and here a preview of some of her artwork. She used a color pencil, and so another zine also for Inktober. I've actually collected 2019 Inktober zines because I just loved all the art that artists did during that time alongside me. So these artists actually use, I think, soft pastels. And I have another Inktober zine here. These artists use ink. Beautiful artwork too. So cute. So also there are zines that are the illustrators, like this illustrator that I follow, Franer. She uses zines to self-publish her comic books. So this is one of her zines, and I love this one. This zine is about turning 30. The perks of a new body. I love this one. This is so much fun. She shared the color palette, or maybe the colors that she was thinking on using. This is an artist that I also follow. Well, all of these zines because I follow this artist. So she did first two zines where she actually was practicing how to draw houses in a very small space, and I think this is the actual size she used. So she painted using watercolor and a marker these beautiful houses. So this is number 1, and then number 2. Beautiful houses. And then, oh, whoa, I missed this, but this is also, I think, for October. Yes. She also did her own prompt. I love this one, the poison radish. Greenhouse Essentials for Potion Makers and Spellcasters by Minius Mom. Cosmos. I love this one. So, and then this is another artist that I love, Angeline Penn. And she does beautiful watercolor and pencil artwork. I think most of it is miniature, which is very challenging. Beautiful storybook. And finally I have this is close to what I'm used to seeing for zines, in the sense that you know, they are like usually this brief and usually done this way. But like I said, can be done in whatever material, in any fashion. So I really love this artist. She basically does everything by hand, and most of her stuff, well, all her stuff is very spooky, which I love. Okay, so these are all the things that I have, and I'm gonna show you how to put together one. I hope you like it. I'm gonna show you a zine that I did for my son, and just to show you that you know, anyone can do a zine, and you know, just to capture anything. In this case, I wanted to share just a little note and use simple art materials. This is just regular paper, and also use one of his pencils. So I've been trying to test this out, and it's just beautiful, the colors. And I just wrote down, you know, whatever came out at that time and whatever I was feeling at the moment. Heart balloon up, up in the sky. The sun, the moon, all my love only for you. So let me open this for you just to, so you see the actual format of the zine. As you can see, it's just a simple piece of paper that I open, that I cut open in here to help me create a shape of a booklet like this. And I'm gonna go step by step and show you how to actually achieve this. Okay, so I have a piece of paper. I'm gonna fold it once this way, and then I think my son was telling me that it's like hot dog and hamburger, and but I don't remember which one is hamburger and which one is hot dog. And then there are many ways of folding these, but this is how I usually do it. And then we gotta make a cut here. So I usually make sure that this is very well pressed. And I have my I forgot the name of this tool. I will include all the art supplies in the list. You can also use a scissor, but I like this better. Okay, so basically I cut it this way so that I have the opening like that. And then you just kind of like form a cross like this, and then you just put it all together. If you don't have this, you can just press it with your fingers. And then you have this little booklet of 6 pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pages actually. And this is actually your front and your back. It's a little tricky when to actually when it comes to designing your zine, you have to make sure that so basically you have your cover, your back, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what I do is with a pencil, just to make sure that you have your cover and your pages labeled correctly. So you can just write down, maybe even here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. You can also write on back. So if, let's say, you want to design something that covers everything, or maybe you want to have a design here, you actually know which page is what. So that's a really good tip to have. And next we're going to start designing. For this scene, I was thinking on using some of my stickers. I sign up monthly for Sticky Club, which gives you, if you sign up, you get a little package of a set of stickers. And I was looking over the ones that I got, I think a couple of months ago, and also some of the sheets that I got on a previous order. And I decided to actually use one with illustrations of corsets. It really caught my eye. I also gather my collage supplies, mostly paper, and some magazine cutouts. And I was lucky enough to find one that I had a corset on it, a beautiful corset on it. So I gather my art supplies, scissors, glue stick, mostly of most of the art supplies that I use for these such projects. Um, um, Mostly collaging. So I was also thinking of using maybe my watercolor set and some ink. So I gathered all my art supplies, and then my main objective was to have a corset zine. I also use as paper from one of my sketchbooks that was a little bit more resistant than regular paper. So so excited for this and see what we will come out. I'm going to leave you with my overall process, and I'll jump in from time to time. But for this session, I wanted to mostly capture in real time what it is or how it is that I actually work on a zine and a collage. You will hear some of the noises that I usually have when I work on these projects. My baby walking around, my puppy, and birds singing in the background, and cars passing by, and the sound of paper, and the art supplies that I use, which are very relaxing to me, to tell you the truth. So I hope you enjoy it too. I'll see you next. Okay, so this is what I have so far. This is my cover. I'm thinking of doing some other work here, but I like what I have here. This is fully dry now, and this is my first spread. So the cover, which one to the next page. Okay, so I finished cutting this off, its background, and I've been trying to decide if I should, cut it like this or position it like this. But since this is such beautiful imagery and it basically showcases the whole corset, I was thinking of making a poster inside a spread here, something like so, and maybe a black background with a black ink like I did for the cover. And I also pulled, this was part of the of the image of the photo. I also put gather some other assets that may go. Maybe this is like a hat like that. And then I had this from a previous collage that I was working on and I didn't use. So I'm thinking on cutting off the frames, and then inside the frames having the stickers of the little corsets here like this. Like this, for example, this one here, maybe this one here. And then have them in the black background, and maybe add some other textures and designs around depending on how it looks. I'm also thinking I like the pattern here that the corset has, so I'm thinking of using something similar to these lines, but in gold, using these I forgot how is this called, but I use these for foiling. Hello. For foiling. So I'm gonna use the let me show you. So let's say I have a black background, so I'm just gonna grab my anything really. You can even do it with your nail, and then stays there, something like that. So let me paint the background and then start trying to figure out every element and start gluing everything up. While that dries, I'm going to start cutting the fringe out of the background. Very carefully. And I have one done and 3 to go. And we have 4 4 frames. Okay, so this is what I have. I changed things a little bit. I think I'm gonna simplify it, and I think I'm gonna be using just this gold paper from some leftovers that I had from my packaging from last year from my shop. So I cut off these strips, and then to cover her eyes, I basically cut off like half moon, like a C shape here, so that the strip of paper can go in. And I also cut off a little bit over here, so that this section has like a moon shape type of thing here, also with a gold paper. And the little frames that I mentioned you, I have all 4 cut out already. Those are gonna go as part of the inner pages with the little corsets. So that's what I'm gonna do with those. I'm not gonna include them here. I think they will look better as part of the pages with the little corsets. Let me show you how my desk is. Look at that. Look at all that mess. But I'm having so much fun. Okay. So I'm gonna glue all of this. It's getting dark, so I may continue tomorrow, and if not, I'll try my best to continue right now. But yes, I'm loving all of these so far. Okay, so I glued everything, and then I noticed that I actually have to cut this part over here to help with the folding of the zine. Let's see. So how does this go? Like this. There we go. And oh no, a little part of my flower fell. It's okay, I'll glue it right here. Let me glue it first. See? Right there. Okay, so our cover, our first page, second. Here's where I'm gonna add the little frames with the with the little corsets, and I'm thinking on maybe having the background with either some type of paper like this or like this, maybe something like that. A combination of both like this. Or making stripes like this, but I actually like this combination, so I may do that for the little frames for these 2 pages and these 2. And then we have our back, and then our poster right here. I still have to do the the gold lines like this. Almost there. Okay, so I have the little frames with the stickers placed, and I really like the the arrangement. And what I'm thinking, just to integrate the inner pages, since this is purple and has this sticker, I'm thinking using the same sticker set and just to tie down the pages, the art on the pages. So let me do that. For the cover in the back, I'm thinking of adding some of the swirls in gold. So let's do that. I am adding final touches on the inner pages and the cover. For the cover, I added stickers from the set, the same set, just to again keep continuity. And I added some stickers here and there. And then for this page here, where I had like the little paper, I added some lettering, and for that I use my print on stickers. Let me show you from this set. So with these type of stickers, you basically let me show you. You set them on your paper. Let's say you want to add a few lines of some of the words. So I try, just to help me out, I try to fold the paper in the background just to write that out. When I press it, it only transfers the section that I need. I'm trying to align it as best as I can, and then either with your finger or with a tool similar to this, you just carefully press on the sticker you want to use. Like so. Like this. I don't really need that part, but let me see if I can. What is my? Oh, let me see if I can. Okay, perfect. And then you just lightly press to make sure that it sticks in the paper, on the paper, like that. I'm gonna add a few more lines. Beautiful. And I want to add some of these stamps as well. And I think we're done. Okay, so here we have the cover and the back. And then the first, oh no, here. And the first and second page. The second spread. And the third spread. And we have the biggest spread, the poster here with the corset. And then what will happen next, you will scan both sides, if you use both sides or just the one that you use. And then you will send print to print it, and then you will have to assemble it again. After printing, you can order multiple copies, maybe to share as snail mail, or for selling, maybe if you have a shop, or for a convention maybe. I really love my little corset zine. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you like this session with me, and until the next one, take care.